Paris has called from Sydenham. Hello, Paris.
Hi.
What did you want to say, Paris?
So I rung in because since the Sarah Everard's tragedy, my whole life has turned upside down in terms of the way that I feel and the safety coming and going. Similar age, similar job title, similar area, and I went to her vigil, and I went by myself. It was very peaceful. I was just there to show my respects, and the police came, and it was so unnecessary. I was asked to leave, so I started to move away. The police shoved me very, very hard, and I turned to them and said, "You don't need to do that," and I was shoved again, and I wasn't being loud or intrusive, and it's completely lost my faith in the police service.
You went there in the daytime, did you, or in the evening? Because
early evening, and then it kind of went into the night, and everyone was just being really, really peaceful. Everyone was holding candles, and there was just a lot of women there, and it just turned really ugly, really, really quickly. And since then, I'm concerned that if I ever was to need the police help, I think then now the last people that I would call, I'd rather call a male friend if I needed help. And before that night, the police would have been the first people I would have called. But I actually live in fear of, the police needing to help me because I don't think I could trust them.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I mean, you've experienced what you experienced in Clapham. I wasn't there, but I wouldn't go that far. I would still call the police if I felt I needed help. I mean, if there were people in front of me that I could ask, I would do that too. But yeah.
Yeah. I'm dreading the winter period coming. I feel like as soon as it gets dark, I have to get inside, double lock my doors, and just stay there. My whole social life has changed since, the last couple of years. I don't feel safe coming and going at all. I go out in the evenings and all I keep thinking is, I need to get home. Just that, this is the last.
Well, the process of getting home at night, you have to manage, don't you? Wherever you live.
Yeah, absolutely. But before that, I worked in Soho and I lived in Camberwell, and I would, at the end of the night, walk home. I keep my wits about me. I'm a sensible person, but I'd never do that now. It's completely changed, I think.
What time would you be walking home at night?
I might walk home at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Now,
on your own?
And now I'd rarely stay up past 9 or 10 o'clock in the evening. So I want to get home.
I mean, I would never walk home on my own in the dark. No.
Yeah,
locally, from my local pub to my house, I might, but not huge great lengths like that. Yeah. So in the winter, you're kind of curfewing yourself, are you?
Yeah,
Paris.
Yep. It's,
can you not make joint transport arrangements with friends that you meet, that kind of thing?
Yeah, and I drive, and that that really, really helps. I have my own car, and I try and park as close to my front door as possible. But
so for you, it's safety and confidence in the police, because Mark Rowley talks about having to reinstate trust, rebuild trust.
Yeah, that's exactly what needs to happen. That trust needs to be built. I think we need to see more police officers on the streets, outside train stations. Yeah, exactly. Good ones.
Yeah, and there are plenty of good ones, and I think it really is important to stress that as well. But my goodness, they're going to have to sort the wheat from the chaff, or he is going to have to sort the wheat from the chaff. Thanks, Paris, for your call. Paris